Hi, I want to show you the demo example of the setup where I'm loading data from multiple different SQL databases into any kind of destination on dltHub. So what is the way how to set up and configure them so it's convenient. One of the possible approach is to create this pipeline specification directly in Python. Here I'm using just the Pydantic data class. Alternatively, it could be YAML or config.toml or any preferred way how do you want to set up the configuration. And here I want to set up any number of parameters which is convenient for me. For my pipelines, it's of course the table name, the database schema, what is the right disposition, primary keys, what backend I want to use, is it SQLAlchemy or PyArrow, etc. And one really important parameter which is a schedule. So I'm not only setting up how I want to read the data from the source, but also when I want to run these pipelines. And then for every single pipeline, the source is basically the same. So underneath this pipeline, it's the same SQL table core DLT source. But what's different between different pipelines is only configuration. So for every pipeline, I just set up this number of parameters here, and for every pipeline, just an entry of this config. In order to deploy it, I need to only run dltHub deploy command, and then I have unchanged jobs because I already deployed it and run it before. So I go to the platform, and I can see all my jobs here. For every job, I have the trigger, so it shows me when this pipeline is triggered. Could be like every 12 hours, or for example, at specific time at 3 a.m. in the morning. Then every pipeline has the tag, which is the name of my database, because I split all the tables in separate pipelines, since every table could be quite large, and then I want to run them in parallel. So, for example, several tables can belong to one database, and I can filter them by tags or run them all for one database. Of course, I have the status of the pipeline, and if I click on it, I will see all the job runs, I will see all the logs, and I will also see what are the tables available, how many rows loaded, and pipeline schema. So if I have only one table, I will have only one. But for the pipelines where you're loading from multiple tables, you will see multiple schemas here and the lineage between them. I can see all the column names, types, array disposition, number of rows, etc. And then what should I do if I want to load additional table from existing database? I can just go to my agent. Here I'm using Claude. Let me exit from my previous session and start a new one. And then let's say I want to schedule a pipeline loading data from RFAM database from clan table. Schedule every, let's say, 24 hours. And then my agent will figure out how am I setting up the pipelines, of course, based on existing configuration, and will add a deployment of another pipeline loading a new table. So you can see here that it's added a new pipeline specification, and then the only thing which I need to do is to redeploy my pipelines. See that there was one job changed from clan, so let me see if UI already updated. Yes, so I can see a new job which I can run and see if it will be correct, because this is the first time I'm running this. This is something suggested by agent, so not sure if I can trust it. But let's see, we have all the logs here. And it indeed failed, but I just want to copy all the logs and just blindly paste it to my Claude. figure out the error. So in the future, we plan to make it even easier from user perspective, how to run agents based on the failed pipelines. But for now, it's a little bit of copy pasting. Okay, so it's basically added a new credentials entry for me in secret.toml. This is all open databases, so it's fine that it can do this, but ideally it also has a special MCP for reading the credentials, because it only can read the sections names without actually accessing any passwords and etc. Okay, so let me redeploy it and see. While we're doing that, I can also show you the way how to set up credentials in the platform. So you can go to the settings of your workspace, and then you can set up environment variables here. So for example, I can set up a scope. Is it only available for this specific workspace or all of the workspaces I have? Then a variable name, like for example, source, airfarm, credentials, type secrets, and then value I will write will be masked, of course. Then I won't be able to get access to this value. I can only see that the name, the scope, and when it was last updated. I can update it, but yeah, of course I cannot get access to the value. Okay, so it was deployed, and let me rerun it again, so maybe it's fixed. Okay, this is the last run. Good, now it was loaded, so I can go to the run and see what specifically did I load. So it's a table with just a few columns and only 150 rows. That's it. So this is how you can organize your workspace if you're loading data from multiple tables and multiple databases. Of course, this is not the only way how you can organize it, but this is quite convenient. Thank you.